Hello, Stallions. My name is Mr. Murphy, and this year I am scheduled to be your math teacher. I will either have you for 8th grade math or 7th grade pre-AP math. Now, let me tell you a little bit about myself. My hometown is here, San Antonio. I graduated from John Jay and got my bachelor's degree of mathematics at UTSA. I want to give you a little bit of my experience prior to teaching. Now, I think that's one of the best qualities I have as a teacher is that I spent many years in the business industry, in printing and sales and general management. And I think that's going to help me help you understand how a lot of these concepts we use in problem solving will help apply to not only just the topic of math, but to outside business situations as well. Now, as far as my teaching experience goes, I spent 10 years teaching at Memorial High School. Again, I think that's another plus for you guys as students because, well, I know where you're headed. You know, you have, after this math class, you have 4 to 5 years more of math to take. And I know what skills you need in order to be successful in pre-calculus, calculus, just the simple algebra 1 and 2. I know I called that simple. Hopefully, after my class, you'll be well prepared and it will be simple. Then, of course, I started teaching at Folks at 2018 to present. Now, I want to take a few minutes and kind of do something a little bit different. Hello, Stallions. This is Mr. Murphy. I am excited about being your 7th grade and 8th grade math teacher this year. Just thought since we're doing things a little different this year, because you guys are learning from home, that I would go ahead and introduce myself from home. All right, I'm going to go ahead and introduce my sons. This is Jason. He is a senior at Warren CCA. Yep, and he's eating some crackers. So moving on, let's go visit Spencer. Here's my other son, Spencer, practicing his marching band. Now that is my dog that you hear, Buster. He likes to sing along with the marching band here. Yeah, you're really awesome there, aren't you? He's finished. You don't have to sing anymore. This is my wife, Marcia. She's working from home this season due to the COVID. So she'll be here with the boys and whatever. I don't have to say all that. But anyways, there you go.
Hi.
Let's get back to some specific information about the courses you're taking. Now, for 7th grade pre-AP, kind of giving you a year at a glance, what you're doing as a 7th grade pre-AP student is you're finishing the second half of 7th grade math, and then you're going to take all of 8th grade math. We're going to compress that all into one school year. And you will actually be taking the 8th grade STAR test here at the end of the year. You will totally skip the 7th grade STAR test. Here are some of the topics. Feel free to pause the video and take a quick picture. We will give you much more detail in class, of course. For my 8th graders, again, I want to kind of emphasize this is really preparing you for what you're going to be doing in high school. You are expected to pass an algebra end of course exam, which is a graduation requirement. Maybe it will be or won't be here next year, but for right now it is. And that's just the foundation to 3 other math classes you'll take after algebra in high school. So again, I think I can prepare you well if you're willing to give me a chance to teach you and learn. I can prepare you well for those high school classes. As of right now, the STAR test is scheduled to be May 11th of 2021. And you only have to take it once. And at this time, it is not a promotion requirement. It will be recorded. The school will still be graded on our performance, and you will still be graded on your performance, not as a grade, but just as an idea of where you should be placed in high school. If you do very poorly, you may have to take 2 math classes as a freshman. If you do very well, they may end up bumping you up into a pre-AP or a higher level course. Here are my Zoom class start times. I'm doing this on Friday, I'm sorry, not May. I wish it was May. August 21st. And this is what the schedule is. Of course, we'll update it as needed, but this is all virtual. Please be signed into Zoom through Schoology on time so that you can get the instruction. And more importantly, I can answer your questions. Because one of the best things about this situation is that I'm going to be able to develop a much more stronger relationship in knowing what your strengths and weaknesses are. I'm really excited about the Schoology project and how we can use that to really hone in on your successes. Ooh, calculators. Favorite topic for 8th grade and 7th grade pre-AP students. You get to use calculators. And this year we're going to be using the online graphing calculator provided by Desmos at desmos.com. Now I will train you on how to use this calculator and give you lots of experience with that. You do not need to go out and purchase a handheld calculator. Now, if you have one handy laying around the house, feel free to use it. It'll be much easier than having to go back and forth between the screens. Or if you have two screens, one screen for the calculator and the other one for viewing the lesson and doing the work, that's fine. But I do not anticipate us using the TI Inspire this year. That's the calculator we normally use. We're going to be using the Desmos. Tutoring schedule. Right now, this is what it's set up for all math classes, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Tuesday, I'll be available at 8 to 8:30. Thursday, I'll be available 4:15 to 4:45. As far as supplies go, you need paper and pencil, our dry erase board and some dry erase markers. While you do get to use a calculator this year, I don't want you to misunderstand what we're trying to teach you. We're teaching you some concepts. And we don't want those concepts to be bogged down by you multiplying fractions or dividing decimals. That's why we're letting you use the calculator, because the concepts need to be understood without getting bogged down by all those mathematical and long handwritten stuff. So really what you need the pencil and paper for is to be writing out the processes. Even though you have a calculator that you can type it in, you still need to make sure you're typing it in correctly in the correct formats. And I'll explain to you what my expectations are as that goes. But please at least have a spiral and a paper to take notes and work on as you kind of go through the lessons. Well, I want to thank you. Looks like that's it for my slides. Yay. I look forward to meeting you guys on Monday, or whenever you do sign into the class. That'll be great. Please contact me if you have any questions. I know this is not the way I would like to meet you or teach, but I'm going to make the best of it. I'll do my best. I ask that you do the same. And please do contact me if you have any concerns or questions. Thank you. Now, one of the things about having two boys that I didn't quite calculate in that whole equation was just how many Legos they can acquire over 5, 10, 15 years. So now I'm kind of in the position of where this summer I kind of took the time to start sorting them out. There's a whole bunch. That's only like half the little minifigs we have there. I'm currently working on a Chima mammoth elephant thing, a Wookiee transport, just so much stuff. These binders here, well, those are all the different manuals. We've got tons. I've started sorting by color. And so if you hear me this year talk a lot about Legos or bring Legos into the conversation, now you kind of know why, because I got to do something with all these things.